it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm here sharing a layout that I created a little while back for Pink Paislee. It's one of my favourite most recent layouts, so I wanted to definitely share this in a video with you. So this layout is featuring the gorgeous Take Me Away collection by Paige Evans for Pink Paislee, and this acetate, I love it. I adore it. As soon as I saw it, I was trying to think of a way that I could use it. It's a 12 by 12 sheet, obviously, and the way that it's positioned is that it's got a floral on the top right and the bottom left corner. And I wanted to figure out a way that I could use this that makes a feature of those beautiful flowers, as well as, you know, really stands out on the page and isn't using it just the way that it came. So my idea was, after a lot of sitting with that on my desk and just not getting anywhere, I think that I attempted to create a page with that acetate piece multiple times. And this is how it ended up, and I was happy with the result. So what I ended up doing was sort of fussy cutting, quite not perfectly around the edges of that acetate piece, and you can, because I've got my studio lights on in this video, you can really see the reflection of the acetate, but when you look at it in person, it's not quite that glary. And what I decided to do was create a vertical design with that gorgeous soft purple, which, you know, we don't see a lot of purple in scrapbooking collections, so I thought that was a really, really beautiful colour to incorporate, and it was featured as well on the acetate florals as well. And I've created that vertical strip down the middle, which I'm adhering now. And then you saw before that I have a photo which is black and white. It's a 4x6 photo taken at my wedding of myself and my bridesmaids, and it was one that I hadn't yet made a page about, so I decided to use that one. And I really wanted to use a pop of yellow somewhere on the page, so I decided to incorporate that behind the photo, and I've matted my photo on just a yellow piece from one of the pattern papers. Now, I think it was actually one of the pattern papers that was sectioned in the collection, and it had a coral sort of triangle and then maybe a blue one as well as this yellow piece. So I used that small little yellow piece that was there. I actually really, really love the pop that it brings to the page. And then what I've also got here is just a couple of cut files, and they're sort of meant to be placed at the top and bottom of something, and then I think that you're actually meant to put like a surname through the middle, and it's sort of like one of those, they're not monograms, but sort of a home decor sort of a cut file. But I actually used it in the way of a layout, so I've popped some of that at the top and some of that at the bottom of the photo, and I just love that sort of little floral element that it brings to that central section. And then I've also popped some of the coral, because that's also in the acetate piece, and I've cut a rectangle in half, as you could see there, and I've put half at the top and half at the bottom, just peeking out so it looks like another whole other sort of continuous layer behind the photo, even though it's a small section. And then I've used my foam adhesive, and it's actually foam sheet, which I've adhered onto the back of that photo just to add that bit of extra dimension. I was trying to figure out whereabouts I wanted it to be on the page. I knew that I wanted to add a title and have a short little piece of journaling, so I added my photo towards the top of that vertical design. And then I have this really nice bright yellow fantastic word, which was from the chipboard sheet, and I've complemented that with the word friends, which I hand typed. Now I'm just doing some small embellishing, so I punched out some cute little gold hearts from a glitter paper that I had, and I'm just sticking those down with my liquid adhesive. Here I'm typing the word friends, and I think I also type a small amount of journaling in strip form, which you'll see me adhere down to the page as well. I just adore typewritten journaling, and I'm not so bothered, and I've mentioned this on videos before. It doesn't worry me that I haven't handwritten as long as my story is told. I'm so passionate about telling our story so that it's not forgotten and no one ever has to wonder in the future who these people were in this photo or what these people may have been thinking or feeling. I try and document as much as I can. So that's why you'll always see journaling on my pages. So now what I'm doing, as I mentioned, is I'm popping down that journaling. I think I do grab out, I grab out my T-square ruler just to make sure it's straight because I've got my photo going straight across my page. I wanted to make sure my journaling was as well. I also decided to tuck, and I'm pretty sure it stays on the page, a little ephemera bunting, which is multicolored, and of course being in the same collection, it features all the colors that are in that floral piece. And I'm not far from being finished, so there's that ephemera piece, and I decide to add some foam, and I have to cut it quite small to fit on there, but I really wanted that to not get too lost under all of those layers. And if I had adhered it directly to, because I have so much layering and dimension on and around the photo, I really needed that to sort of pop off that little bit more. Then I decided to add a couple of small embellishments to the right side of that title there. So there's a happy, happy, happy tag, which I end up adding. And again, I think I go through and use some foam adhesive, which you'll see now. I do tie a cute little bow with some crochet thread on the end as well. And that pretty much finishes this layout. So I'll leave you with some close-up images where you can see the detail of the layering and that stunning, stunning acetate piece. I hope that you've really enjoyed this video. It was a long time coming since I did this layout a while ago, but it is here. And I'll be back soon with some more shares on my channel. Thanks so much everyone for supporting me and watching, and I will see you soon on YouTube. Bye.